Hey guys, this is Ownasaurus bringing you Stick It To Him, Episode 2, featuring GiTsticker himself. Say hi, Git.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. How you doing today?
Doing alright? Doing good. Yourself?
All right. Looks like it's time for a pool party on the screen. Tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, so I chose this replay because, well, I'm against a Mercury this time. And interestingly enough, you can't see it from, well, I don't know if you can see it, but does he have a red pot on your screen?
I can go to his perspective. It looks
Well, you'd
like
be able to see in the items.
I am actually seeing him pop it right now.
Okay.
The animation is going off of him popping it.
So he started red potion, and we'll be able to see how that works to his benefit or how that works against him. And also we'll be able to see how I would play against a Mercury, or my Mercury, as Poseidon. Anyway, so yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna stick it from your perspective. Stick it. Oh man, from your perspective. That was not intentional at all. I'm not that clever.
Yeah, we can start at my perspective. There's some interesting things from both ends, but we'll start from my perspective and keep it simple.
Okay, I'm at 9 seconds right now. Paused. You good?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
Count down.
3, 2, 1, play. Oh, and you get tossed right away. You don't die right here, do you? Okay.
No, I don't. Fortunately enough.
Was Whirlpool on cooldown? Oh, there you go.
What happened was he expected me to be at my blue buff, and he wanted to come and gank me.
Okay. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering, these replays are only available as long as people are spectating. And so the reason why a lot of these replays are starting a little bit in the action is just because that's when people tuned in. So there you go. Oh, yeah, I guess you're trying to do blue buff?
Yeah, I actually didn't see him here. As I'm doing blue buff, I'm checking around the corner to make sure he's not coming to kill me, which he decided not to, fortunately. He did take a peek around the corner, though, which I didn't notice in game.
Uh-huh. I imagine Poseidon is way stronger early game, but you're still afraid of him? Is that because of the red pot?
It is, actually. Interestingly enough, yes. And also, not just the red pot, but the hog, actually, is what's making him very scary early game.
What's scary about the hog early? As I never get hog in Joust. Maybe I'm a noob. Well, I see both of you have it. So, what's
It's just those two items, the red potion and the hog, give him such a boost early on. And you see him trying to ult me here, or at least thinking about it, so I'm hiding behind the tower. It gives him such a boost in terms of clearing potential that he's actually able to compete with Poseidon and clear the wave and put pressure back onto me. And so what I'm doing is I'm just choosing to be somewhat passive, lose as little experience as possible, and most importantly not give up a death. And if I just don't die to his red potion, then I should be 400 gold ahead of him.
Yeah, that's true. At the same time, though, Mercury becomes pretty strong late game. So, what's kind of your, what's your plan to win here? When's your time to strike, or do you just be opportunistic?
Basically, what I'm going for, it's kind of gimmicky. Well, I don't know if some people call it gimmicky, but I'm just going for a straight up move speed with Gem of ISO Poseidon in order to control Mercury as best I can. And as soon as I get enough move speed and get working on my Gem of Isolation, that's when I'll be ready to become aggressive against him.
Nice poke both ways. Oh! This is actually my first game seeing this skin ever, so this is my first exposure to the Quacken. That's too bad. Too many jukes while he was slowed, or what happened there? Or were you just dead?
No, I might have been able to escape had I juked less, like you said, yeah. I'm pretty much going to be using my ult as often as I can to blow Aegis's. He was smart to get the Aegis. One thing though that I would always recommend against a Poseidon is to have not only Aegis but also Sprint.
That was
if you're an assassin.
sorry. That was so interesting when Mercury ulted right by you and you literally didn't even turn to look at him. You just kept farming for like 5 seconds. It's funny how not scared you are.
Right, and maybe I'm underestimating the red potion a little bit at this point. And you see, we both kill each other right
well,
there.
that's good then. If it's a trade.
Right, I pretty much was giving up I kind of knew that I was going to die, but I also knew that he was going to die. So, I mean, I think it was a good trade at this point in the game, just because he's ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Witchstone's second item. In the last episode, you talked about how you love this item, but second item on Poseidon, this is my first time seeing it.
Yeah, it's very non-standard in any mode, really. It's just such a great item against Mercury. It's not only is it going to help me to not die by giving me move speed and protections and debuffing his attack speed, it's also going to let me whiz around the map and farm better. And it's just going to... Early on in the game, when I'm taking a passive stance basically against my opponent, I want to buy items that help me not die and help me farm. And Witchstone allows me to do both of those things in one item.
One sec. Before you backed, you took out a blue buff. You have no buffs, but you didn't pick it up. Does that mean you're looking for a red or an orange?
Yeah, and in fact I do pick up quite a few blues this game, but at this point in the game, I'm just, yeah, basically I'm hoping for an orange, hoping for a red.
One thing I can't see from your perspective is your tide meter management, which is a very important part to playing Poseidon for those who are familiar with him. Do you have anything to comment on that while you're shopping for items?
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it maxed as much as possible, and it's really easy with Witchstone, and as you can see, I'm building a Fatalis now. My attack speed is just going to be through the roof, and my tide's always going to be maxed. You can pretty much assume my tide is maxed at any point in the game from now on.
Is it that big a deal to have it maxed?
It really is, yeah. And not only is it, when it's totally full, you get 20% bonus damage on your abilities, but also you get tons of move speed, and that's really the most important part. Especially against someone like Mercury.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't preview this game at all. I'm actually really shocked at your build, unless this is becoming more standard now. I know you said the Witchstone might not be standard, but Fatalis, all that is this how anyone plays Poseidon these days?
I don't think so. I haven't seen any Fatalis Poseidons. Hopefully we'll see some soon, and we can say I'm a trendsetter.
I hope you win this game. That'd be really. I mean, I literally don't know what happens this game, so I'm kind of excited.
That'd be interesting to find out, won't it?
Oh, says the man who knows the answer. So okay, Hog on. We talked about Hog a little bit, but I'm still questioning this Hog on Poseidon. I'm a doubter of Hog. I'm not, even though everyone uses it. So you have one of the best wave clears. Why are you getting a Hog?
A couple of reasons, really. It's first of all, it's so that early game I can clear buffs efficiently.
Okay.
Late game, it's just so that I can get him off.
Hello?
For me, basically. There are going to be times where...
I'm pausing.
Oh, okay.
Let me know, what time are you at?
I'm at 7:51.
Okay, I'm at 7:48, so after, I'll call go, and I'm at 7:51. There were about 3 seconds of lag on Skype, and so I didn't know if I lost you.
Okay.
I'm playing, it'll be 7:51 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
I actually was off by a second, but we'll live. Math is hard.
So you're starting to kind of see how I can control these fights just due to my being so much faster than Mercury, and because he has that fist, it means he doesn't have sprint, so he's just not able to stick on me really well.
Oh, that's true. I'm surprised actually when he ages that you didn't kind of move to cut him off. Maybe you were worried about being tossed in the tower. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as aggressive as I'm positioning myself right now, I really don't have any damage and hardly any ability to follow up and kill him. So you know, if I'm just basically just trying to slap him to death. It's like, you know, how effective is that? But one thing's for sure, and that's that I'm not dying, and that's the most important part for me at this point in the game.
Yeah, he's still winning by about 500.
Right. So I'd call it about even since his red pot's expired.
Oh, I see. Because he spent money on that, and because he's about to ult nothing.
You saw us just both exchange.
Oh my god, you're
there.
so fast! Oh wow. Well, that was a good case for showing the power of move speed. I can't believe you chased down a Mercury after he ulted.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that for sure that I was gonna get him, but it was definitely worth the effort, and it ended up working out. Wow. Move speed is just so great in 1v1.
Is this a build you'd recommend for other mages, or is this kind of a weird anti-Mercury build or a weird Poseidon-specific build?
This is a very good build against attack speed assassins as a mage, yes.
Okay. Versus Kali, etc. If you're Hebo versus Kali, I don't know, I just made that up.
Hebo is actually, alright, I won't say every mage. Any attack speed, and a mage that uses their auto attacks constantly, this is a very good build against, for example, Zeus, Poseidon.
Okay.
Freya even. This is a good build just to be able to control an attack speed assassin that really wants to try and stick on you.
Man, I've been playing with you for over a year and I still can't tell when you're real backing or fake backing.
Right. You saw a really good example of why the fist is so useful, especially in this matchup against Mercury. If he dashes at you, you can interrupt his dash in the middle of the animation. And even though that was going to miss me anyways, it's just allows me to get a guaranteed wave on him, or get a whirlpool under him. It's really disruptive.
Are you going to win without a Polynomicon? I'm only asking because your damage is your magic power is pretty low.
Yeah, actually, you're right. That's a good, some good insight. Yeah, I pass up on Polynomicon because exactly for that reason. Because my power never gets high enough for it to have really big procs.
And I know, just again knowing you, I think that's one of your favorite items. So that's pretty surprising to me.
Yeah, it's just kind of, it just doesn't really suit this particular build very well. Polynomicon's great for when you want to burst someone down and just add that extra huge damage, but really, I mean, like I keep saying, I'm just trying to slap him to death, and I'm not trying to really blow him up in one shot.
Well, actually, I was thinking in terms of just pushing, like how are you ever going to push, was actually what went through my head.
Yeah, I mean, same thing, slap ours to death for 30 damage each time. I'm going for just an extreme control build. I'm just trying to control this game and hope that he can never get anywhere near me to actually do damage to me. And I'll force him to back, and I'll take as much tower damage as I can get while I'm there.
Suddenly you're almost even in gold, even in kills, and you have a level on him. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you'll see me start to farm a little bit better than him just because my move speed's better, and I'm able to kind of...
Did you just say your move speed is better than Mercury's?
Oh, yeah, in this case it definitely is, yeah.
Wow.
Definitely is. Poseidon's Tide really helps him with move speed.
Oh my god, yeah, when you activate your 2, isn't? I haven't played this game in a long time. Oh my god. One failed Aegis, that's it. Oh my god.
Although he did Aegis the wave after that though.
Uh-huh. There's no way you're... Oh my god. Going deep. I wonder if he turned... Oh no, if he turned around, then you would have killed him. Alright, so I'm assuming you're going to buy another active now. Oh, no. Poly. Wait, you do get Poly. You mind games me.
Yeah, okay, I went for Poly. What do you know?
That's pretty surprising to me. Well, I mean, half of your items provide magic power, but...
In retrospect, I probably wouldn't get it again. This is pretty early on in this, in my experience using this build against assassins, and this is probably my first. In retrospect, I probably wouldn't get Polynomicon. I'd probably get either a rod or a defensive item at this point in the game. I don't think Poly was a good choice to pick up.
Would you ever be able to kill him with a defensive item 5th? Because you have like damage, control / move speed, control / move speed, control / you know what I mean. This slap to death is really interesting. I guess is the best way to put it.
No, I see what you mean. Like my damage is going to be really low. So I do think
oh my God.
Damage item 5th is good.
Oh, a question about Poseidon. Does your Polynomicon only apply to the middle of the 3 auto attacks, or do you know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, kind of what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to alternate my attacks so that an outside wave hits him and then an inside one, so that to keep the slow up on him, and I'm also able to keep the hasten.
Can you explain that for a newbie like me? Only the middle one doesn't apply a slow?
Right. So the middle one is my actual auto attack.
And the other 2 are the spell? And
the
therefore...
other 2 are the ability, right? And it's because I have the Gem of Isolation, it applies a slow only on abilities. So the outside 2 give me the speed buff from Hasten Fatality, or give him the speed debuff from that Gem of ISO, and the inside 1 gives me the speed buff from Hastened. So I'm trying to alternate them so that I stay fast and he stays slow.
Even though you're altering, it's still worth it to have that hastened one?
Yes, yes.
Cool. I didn't know that. You're missing just a little bit.
Yeah, lost,
like 1
lost
minion.
some gold there. Mainly, well, I guess we're getting late in the game, so experience isn't that much of an issue.
Oh, you tickle him. But he's still running from you. I wonder if he went in really hard, if you'd have a way to survive. I genuinely don't know. Oh my god! What the... Oh my god! Yo! That Phoenix just tanked you so hard. Oh man. Wow. Well, his ult's down. I guess you're not worried about him hitting you, so... And you have life leech.
Yeah, a Mage Look wouldn't kill me at this point unless it had like a super crit or something.
Unless he had Deathbringer and Golden Bow. Oh man. Yeah, I would have been scared as hell.
Okay, so there's the rod. So Poly is starting to make a little more sense if the rod is finished and Witchstone is my only defensive item. I still...
He tickles you. Why did that deal so little damage to you?
Really? I think it really just it didn't crit. And also, I mean, I do have some defense from the Witchstone and some health from the gem.
Made you look like really tickled you though.
I mean, look at his items now. He realizes he didn't get sprint and he needs it, or at least that's what I'm thinking. And so he's got a
Oh, you hit him away.
He's got a winged wand, so that's really hurting his damage quite a bit.
Yeah, that's very true. So about that engagement, maybe if you had not waved him, maybe if you had whirlpooled him, you might have been able to get him. Or maybe you didn't have the burst. I don't know. Because It was interesting. You know the part I'm talking about? You hit him away and then tried whirlpooling after, but he was too far away.
Yeah. It could have been done better, maybe.
God, you're so bad.
Yeah. But I mean, really though, I'm just whittling. Like, I feel like as long as I don't die and I'm not letting him attack my towers, I'm in good shape. Because these little exchanges right here are you know, they wind up with him at low health and I'm at high health basically, and so I'm able to get just a little bit of damage on the Phoenix, a little bit at a time.
This is pretty cool to watch. Wow. And of course, you going in there, trading, you getting hit by the Phoenix for a poly hit on the Phoenix.
Right.
Do you know he's? Oh, now I think you saw him for a second.
Yeah, we both took a peek right there.
Mm-hmm. Suffer the wrath of your wet noodle. No.
That surprised me. I didn't expect him to turn around like that. I thought he was gonna go check orange. But...
Oh my god! That was a sick play. Were you aiming under his feet or under your feet? And it just worked out.
Under my feet.
You knew that was coming?
I don't know that I knew. I knew that he was gonna attack me. I don't think I knew that he was gonna grab me right then.
Wow.
But it just kind of worked out that he grabbed me at this, like, just after I put the Kraken at my feet.
Maybe you're just a lucker. You luck out every game. No, that was a really good play.
Thanks.
During this downtime, I'd like to take a look at your bands. Assassin, Geb.
Those are actually his bands. He banned.
Those are the guys that you can't play. Sorry, new replayer. So you banned Hebo and Kronos. When you banned these gods, did you know that you were probably going to play Poseidon? Like, were you looking to play Poseidon?
Yes.
Okay.
Hebo is very strong against Poseidon, as is Kronos. He has trouble staying. He has trouble controlling Kronos. I feel like Kronos controls the match a little bit more than Poseidon can. And Hebo just blows him up.
He threw you into a wall instead of into the Phoenix?
Well, it was a little. It was. I don't think he would have got me into Phoenix range. I think he was trying to throw. When you throw someone right into a wall, it doesn't create distance between you, so you can punch them the entire duration that they're in the air.
Got it.
Gets you some more damage on them a lot of times.
And of course, you waving the Phoenix was just to activate Polynomicon. But you don't go for the minnow? Let's see what his respawn timer is. You could have gotten some good damage on the minnow.
Yeah, I could, but then I would have had trouble backing. If he respawned and I had to run away to back or whatever, then it would have wasted a lot of precious time for me. I just checked his speed, and unfortunately it respawned right after I left.
Okay, now I see the replay timer is reaching a close, so I assume one of you is going to die here and push for the win. I guess you're probably going to win because his Phoenix is down. But do you want to comment about wards in Joust?
Yeah.
1v1 Joust specifically.
Sure. That was a nice poly hit right there. Wards, I think, are important later in the game when you think your Phoenix is at risk and you're against someone who could possibly backdoor it. What else do I want to say about wards? I've seen a few people use teleport to ward successfully. To backdoor. I saw a Nuwa try to do that. Someone, which I don't know. If you're familiar with Nuwa, she can solo objectives very easily.
Creeping Curse?
Yeah, Creeping Curse. It's just going to be so devastating because he doesn't have sprint. I'm just trying to take advantage of that fact as much as possible, and that's the game.
Wow. So which takes precedence, Creeping Curse or sprint? If if both are active?
Good question. All right, so if you both activate it, the sprint, you'll still be able to move as though you weren't slowed. However, your attack speed will still be debuffed. Same with Weakening Curse. You'll still be able to move if you sprint, but you won't be able to heal. What was I going to say? Oh, there's one more thing about Hog on Poseidon that's really nice, and I didn't mention it earlier. But if somebody, it basically forces the other person to buy Aegis Amulet. You should already get that against Poseidon. But a lot of times what people will do is they'll get Sprint or Beads against Poseidon in order to try to get around getting Aegis, and so that they can try to dodge the stun from it or whatever. But if you get Fist of the Gods, and you ult someone and then stun them with Fist of the Gods, there's no getting out of that, basically, unless you have Aegis Amulet, which can be used during CC. And so that's the whole. I mean, that's a big part of getting Hog on Poseidon. Same with gods like Ao Kuang, who have really big damage ults. They can just throw that Hog down and ult you for free. And if you don't have Aegis Amulet, then it's it's GG basically.
Got it. All right. Well, I don't have any more questions. You got anything?
Nope. I think we're good.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for another episode of Stick It To 'Em. I'm Ownasaurus, and we were here with GiTsticker, and this has been the most awkward closer ever. See you later.